Ew, what's that smell? Is that doodle? Expired eggs? Armpits after a football game? Our protagonist, Wu Jin, has been transported from a planet called Alphine to Earth after 2 decades. He's been on that planet for 2 decades, but only 5 years have gone by on Earth. So he ends up in a recyclable burlap, which is basically like a trash bag, but built out of like some, I don't know what's kind of materials, man. I have no idea. But just think of it like a trash bag. So anyway, he remembers this place as his high school, and while he's like getting his thoughts together, he sees some students dragging another student in his direction, and as you can guess, that student starts getting beat. Like at first, it's 1 against 1. He's kind of holding his own. Another one's like, nah, we came to beat you, not a fair fight. So they start jumping him. Like this is not a fight back moment. I doubt most of you can like fight 3 people at once, and if so, you are not the average person. You find out that you got beat for being too handsome. Oh man, that's sad. He's literally suffering from success. Instant Vegeta. Instant Vegeta in the green sky. So anyway, the head boy told him, the person getting beat, Jamin, to mind his business, which he does, but because he's too handsome, some of the girls have a crush on him. I think you guys I think you guys can connect the dots. The girl that's crushing on him is the one that the head boy likes. I would be angry though. Like, what is your woman crush Monday liking me? Got to do with me? Like, what the fuck? If she likes me, she likes me. It's not my fault. I'm just here, minding my business, living life. So anyway, Woojin sees a boy trying to give Jamin a starting free kick to the head. So obviously he's like, nah. You guys beating him is one thing, but kicking his head like a football, no, that's too much. That's too much, man. So now he intervenes and they tell him, shut up, you old head. He's like, bet. He tries to use like a magic on them, and it doesn't work. And they think, what's wrong with this guy? He's tweaking. He must think he's the main character or something. So they try beating him up too. If this was a normal anime, you'd probably get beaten up by these high schoolers, wake up in a hospital, about to get revenge at some point. But now, our MC, he might use magic, but he has this EK littered hands, meaning even kids can get it too. No Drake. All of them are on the front pain. So the bullies run away while Woojin is thinking, and Jamin thanks him and is waiting for Woojin to ask why he was being bullied. Instead of asking that, he asks what's the date. He finds out it's 2015, meaning that he spent 20 years in Alphine, but only 5 years passed on Earth. When he hears this, he's kind of happy as it means that he may still be able to see his family. He asks Jamin for some money, and when he gets 7.3k, he says, don't worry, do you see me as someone that would have slaughtered a kid? Jamin's thinking, yes, you seem like a thug. You seem like a treacherous and powerful individual. When he asks for his phone number, Jamin gives him a fake number, and Woojin says he'll call him to pay back the money. As he's walking to the train station, he notices soldiers posted at a subway station entrance. He tries asking people around him, but they treat him like a Jehovah's Witness and quickly try getting away. He's able to get an answer from somebody and finds out that the soldiers are guarding the entrance to a dungeon. He thinks that the kids have made up some slang for a subway station, goes to the other entrance to the subway, finds a key to the gate and enters. He notices a message in front of his eyes and is familiar with this as he has a similar game-like interface in Otherworld Alphine. He knows that he's most likely in a dungeon and tries to leave, but an invisible barrier stops him from doing so. I like the fact that he tried to leave, as some other shonen protagonists would have been like, I'm in a dungeon, let me explore. But he's like, no, I don't want to be in this dungeon, I want to leave. But obviously he can't. So he knows what time it is. He tries to get armed up. He makes a hammer out of a pole from a coat hanger. Don't ask me how. He makes a shield out of the back of a chair he demolished. And he found his items in like abandoned stores in the subway station. So he's pushing forward. He finds a drabbit, which is basically a drog. I said a drog. It's basically a dog with large rabbit ears. He gives it the black hit combo, then washes it and places it in his neck. Okay, we see you, Mr. Survival Expert, Mr. I know how to craft makeshift weapons and defeat monsters. Due to his knowledge, he knows that these rabbits are always in pairs, so he expects another one to jump out at any moment. This time, he just swings his hammer and defeats the rabbit. He didn't use his makeshift shield since it was damaged from the first rabbit. After checking their bodies for the return stone, which yes can help him leave the dungeon, he doesn't find it. Nor does he find bloodstones. I guess that these are stuff that can help him become stronger. So more rabbits come, and he repeats the cycle, but gives them a 2-for-1 special. After defeating those 2 rabbits now, 4 in total, he sees his dice and he got 4 achievement points, which can be used to buy skills from the achievement shop. It seems like he has an advantage as he has the achievement shop and combination box summon skills, which are both advanced. He is supposed to have basic skills, if not no skills right now. So right now he has 99 points, which he can use on his own stats, and uses them mainly on strength, speed, health, and wisdom. I'm a bit confused by the combination box, so I'll leave it for now. The achievement shop allows him to buy skill books, equipment, and consumable items. After browsing, he decides on search, detect, and skeleton soldier summon. Search will help him in looking for the return stone. Detect, a passive skill, will alert him of danger in advance, while skeleton soldier summon, as you can guess by the name, will summon a skeleton soldier. He only has 4 points, so he goes farming and defeats 27 rabbits, and buys a search and detect skill. He does not find the return stone, so he knows he has to go further down the subway station to find it, but the 28 rabbits just down there. He knows it's time to put his necromancer status to use. He summons 3 skeleton soldiers from the rabbit corpse. Side note, he consumes 1 magic point per skeleton summon, and needs 1 control point for each one. So he has 15 MP and 14 control points, meaning if he summons 15 summons, he can only control 14. He uses the skeletons to block the attack of the rabbit, then attacks them. He uses 1 skeleton and summons 3 more from the rabbit. Rinse and repeat, defeats all of them, uses search and finds the return stone. The guard for the entrance that Wujin took returns and is scared when he sees the unlocked entrance to the dungeon. While planning to request for backup, Wujin comes out. He tells him, "Oh, you almost scared me, man. The flip? I could lost my job. Oh, hey, yo, but sign here. Your name, your details, your position." And then once he does that, he leaves and plans to find his family. So he takes the bus to where his house is supposed to be and sees an office building there. The security guard sees him and finds him suspicious. After the interaction, he concludes that he can go to the police or his high school to get in contact with his parents. He doesn't want to go to the police as they will ask questions, which he doesn't want to answer, so it's his last resort. He has no idea where to sleep tonight. As he's hungry, he decides to solve his hunger first. As he's getting stuff from the corner store, guess who he sees? Jamin. "How are you?" "Good." Nice. "How was school?" "And the family?" "Good." Nice. "Are your parents home?" "No, they passed away." "That's good. That's sad. Anyway, I need a place to live for a while. Here's a bit of money. Don't worry. You don't have to thank me. You don't have to thank me. It's calm. You know, I'm a good person. This guy was either running on autopilot or was happy his parents aren't there, as it means less it'll be easier for him to get into the Jamin's house. He pays 301, which he borrowed from Jamin. That's like robbing John to pay John. There are levels to this, people. Levels. So he goes to Jamin's house and uses the computer to do some research on roused, i.e. people with abilities. The dungeon starts appearing when Wujin disappeared to the other world. Coincidence? I think not. So there are 3 types of dungeons. Normal dungeon, just dungeon, mine, and dungeon break. A dungeon is where there are monsters and it must be cleared within a time frame, or else a dungeon break will occur. Mine is where the dungeon has been cleared and only basic monsters will appear. This is when it'll be explored and they find artifacts and there's some value in the monsters too. The dungeon break is where the dungeon has not been cleared and monsters in the dungeon escape into the real world. Wujin tells Jamin he will help him with his bullying situation and says some stuff to do at school. He said is shocked to see him as he was reported missing during the dungeon shock. He calls the phone number in the record and his mom picks up. When she hears his voice, he gets emotional and tells him, "Wait, I'll come pick you up." While waiting, he meets he sees Jinwoo surrounded by some bullies in his classroom. Tells them, "Come to the rooftop." After some discussion with his fists, they are reformed and they declare themselves as Jamin's minions while doing push-ups. Now, Wujin really rated them and said, "Drop and give me 50. Fortunately, they ain't built like Kendrick, so they won't retire with a meet the gins. I don't know his surname. He displays his strength by bending a steel pipe twice, then ripping it apart. After that, they should be obedient. After they leave, Wujin is on the rooftop and sees his mum rushing in from the taxi towards the building. They reunite and he finds out his father, passed on, and his mother has only managed to go on as she wants to take care of her daughter. She brings his 7-year-old sister from school. So at this point, they're at his mum's house. So she brings his younger sister, his 7-year-old sister, from school after leaving him home. At first, she's kind of scared of him, but after eating her mum's food, she's kind of like, she's more used to him, a bit more used to him now. So at work, his mum is getting shouted at by her boss, who's telling her like she lied about her daughter being sick, so she won't have to work, and if she wants to work, she has to come back right now. When she returns, they sleep in a small room, and Wujin's like, "Nah, I can't be staying with my mum." I need to get out. I need to get outside the ghetto. Make it to the suburbs. You know, I want to be a suburban boy. So next day he buys a phone and calls his mother, giving her a plausible excuse that he needs to stay at someone's house so he can study to take some exams. He calls the number Jamin gave him, and after calling, he's like, "Oh, this is a fake number." Okay. So at school, Jamin is being avoided by everyone except one girl who likes him, and she thinks he's handsome, especially now the fact that she thinks he has like some strong backing because, you know, people are scared of him. She asks him if he likes her, and he does like her, but he doesn't tell her. He wants to date after getting a job. She laughs and tells him that they should keep eating. When he gets home, he sees shoes that he's not seen before, and he sees Woojin just chilling on his bed, eating tangerines, as if it's his house. He says he's trespassing, while Woojin says, "I called your number, but somebody else picked up." Jin was like, "Oh, my bad. I think I gave you the wrong number. Yeah, wrong number. Yeah, wrong number. Maybe you say so. Do you think I'm a bad person?" But anyway, let's forget that for now. He asked him like, how can the roused make money? And he asked about the guilds and dungeons. And Jinwoo, when he gives his phone to Jamin tells him that he uses this phone. This is like 4 years old. And we're just like, what? What do you mean 4 years old? That salesman told me it's the newest phone. Nah, this is like 4 years old. And now Woojin was like, oh my gosh, he paid like new phone price for like a phone that's 4 years old. If you knew it was 4 years old, that's calm. Just give him the normal price. But you would pay like the price of like, that would be like you paying the price for a PS5 for a PS3. Like, it don't make sense. Is the PS4 like in unused condition? Is it still in the box? Maybe then yeah, it'd be worth more money. But is it just a used PS3? Like, it don't make sense. So yeah, so after doing some research, he finds out that he needs money to enter the dungeons. And what does he do? Does he go to the bank, ask his mom? No. He asks Jamin for money. Yeah. He goes to the General Affairs building to register himself as a ruse, to basically someone with abilities. I'll call him Hunters for now, because this rused, I can't pronounce like some R's, so I'm the butcher it. So anyway, he goes to register himself as a hunter. So he says that he has some ability and needs a corpse with bones. And if they want, they can bring a human corpse. He says, "Wake up, not arise." This is not Soul Evelyn. So the bunny corpse explodes and a skeleton soldier comes out. After testing the strength of the summon, they give him his hunter card, which is black and kind of looks like a credit card. He's given an F rank, but as viewers, we already know that he did not summon all of his skeletons, never mind his own strength. And the fact that he and his summons will get stronger. Do I know you? Nah, I haven't seen you before. Bye. This person was the person guarding the entrance to the subway, and he wanted to use a toilet. And during that time was when Woojin. I'm always confusing with Jinwoo from some other one. Yeah, this time when Woojin entered the gate to the dungeon. Wait a minute, he's the guy that cleared that subway dungeon. But just now he got an F ranking when someone that can clear that dungeon should not be an F rank. It don't make no sense. I can't be bothered to investigate. Plus, I probably won't see him again. Alright? This boy's gonna get shouted at by superiors again when they see Woojin is actually strong. They most likely think that the worker, Jun Wan, incorrectly assessed Woojin. So Woojin goes to a dungeon mine with entrance fee he can afford, and we find out that there are 3 types of hunters: Rangers, Miners, and Guardians. Rangers clear the unconquered dungeons, Miners collect the bloodstones in the dungeons after it's been conquered, and Guardians fight with the military against the monsters after a dungeon break. He finds out that he needs to pay for 8 people at a price of 800,000 won per hour, as the entrance fee is calculated on the maximum number of people allowed to enter the dungeon. He does not have the money for that, so he has to compromise. The team leader is, he joins the team basically. The team leader is Elon, so everyone else is F ranked, so he says his shares will be 2 and everyone else's share will be 1. They all agree. Woojin becomes familiar with another hunter, Hong Song. I'll just call him Hong for now. And Woojin replies to him that even if men are scared, they should not show it. Okay, Mr. Experience, Sir Advisor, Mr. I got something I want to tell ya. So a team exits the dungeon and mentioned that they did not expect a hobgoblin to be there. They lost 4 members and left the cops there. Devious. Didn't even pick up their fallen mans. Like, get back for your men, like spin the block. Joking. So the leader of Woojin's team says that if they're careful, they can deal with the hobgoblin. So they're going for the dungeon, pretty simple. Woojin's skeleton soldier is upgraded to level 9. And Hong's ability Hong Sungo, or Oscar Hong. He has an ignition ability where he can throw fireballs. It's a Wujin stops at level 9 for his skeleton soldiers. As at level 10, it's going to change appearance and it'll be known to explain to people. They're about to enter the last floor, and Wujin mentions that they probably won't be able to do it. And if they do it, they should be very careful. The team leader agrees, but still goes down. Listen here. When the MC tells you you can't win, just have your light bulb moment and turn around. As expected, they get whooped as the goblins are organized and shoot poison darts. The Hobgoblin is commanding the goblins, and that's why the team is struggling. After seeing one of the teammates put on a t-shirt, they choose to run away. While doing so, the Hobgoblin strikes Sungo, causing them to pass out. I said I would call him Hong, but I call him Sungo. Anyway, it doesn't matter. After the group leaves, Wujin appears from behind the pillar, and decides to strike. He makes 4 skeletons out of the goblin corpses and summons his claw hammer to fight the goblins. It's child play for him. Well, pause. They are no match for him as he keeps summoning more from their dead corpses and kills the hobgoblin before he can use its special skill. It's basically like an electricity attack. So he gains 20 achievement points and spends them on identification magic, which allows him to see the info of an item. He finds a magic scroll from the hobgoblin, which is the electricity skill that it was using, but it costs 100 achievement points. And he decides to get it at another time. While collecting his bloodstones, he hears Hong wake up. What? Why are there goblin corpses everywhere? Everyone ran away? Hunter Wujin? Wait, everyone ran away, but he's here. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 squared is 4. The square root of 169 is 13. This proves that he is responsible. Wait, so he was hiding his strength? Oh my gosh, I'm in danger. Oh no! Meanwhile, Wujin is thinking, should I end him? Leave no witnesses? Nah, that's a bit too much. He didn't do anything that bad. I'll leave him, but I saw nothing. Nice. You're smart. Anyway, how much for your life? Did I stutter? Sungo acts as Wujin's minion and helps him to get the bloodstones. As they are leaving, he feels a threat and assumes that it's ambush from the people that left him. He lets Sungo know, and Sungo informs him that what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. You know at this point, Wujin is getting ready to give those people a combo meal. After telling them he knows that they're there, the rest of the party comes out, start chatting. How's it going? You guys okay? We're waiting for you. Yeah. Anyway, I see some loot there with you. Yeah, it wasn't easy to find those goblins. I can imagine. And after hearing them speak, Wujin's thinking, I'm bugging. They're not as bad as those people from the overworld. As he's thinking this, the group attacks them, as they know that either Sungo or Wujin are hiding their ability, because obviously those two people shouldn't be able to defeat the monster based on their recorded level. So obviously one of them's hiding their level. So yeah, they know that, but they cannot contain their greed for the loot. So they attack, and as expected, Wujin cuts the connection to the experience called life. After taking some cash from the team with his body, he looks at the shocked Sungo and tells him, I hate those that betray me. And you can see what happens to them. So he saves Sungo and tells him that he owes him twice the previous money. Wujin wants 4k, but 4k in dollars. But Sungo thinks he means 40k. You see the misunderstanding? But they don't know what the other person is thinking. After leaving the dungeon and signing the entrance ledger, they leave and Wujin gets Sungo's number and goes to get revenge on the false salesman that scammed him. He beats him up and asks if it was a mistake, to which the guy replies, yeah, it was a mistake, it was a mistake. What phone do you want? And Wujin leaves there with the most expensive phone. So he meets his mom at a job, which is a kitchen worker in a restaurant, manages to convince her to leave, as he's making enough money to take care of the family. When his mom asks where he went to, he tells her what happened, but he downplays the danger too much. And when I say where he went to, I mean where did he go in the past 5 years? So he basically downplays it because he knows if he tells the truth, she's gonna be scared, she's gonna be worried, all that stuff. He downplays it, but it seems like he downplayed it too much. And his mom's thinking that what? So you tell me this whole time you're playing video games? What's wrong with you? After eating with his family, he goes to see Jamin and realizes that he changed the passcode to the house. He waits at the door, and when Jamin is coming to his house, they catch up for a bit. And when asked why he changed the passcode, Jamin stutters. Have you ever had a dream where stop stuttering? I'm not gonna beat you. Here's the rent plus money I owe you. While Jamin is using Wojin's phone, he sees a 40k deposit from Songo. And then Wojin calls him. Hey Songo, why did you send me 40 bands? Am I a fool to you? No. I made a mistake. I need to talk to you, please. Please come and see me at this cafe. Alright. I'll see you later, Jamin. After he leaves, Jamin posts pictures of what Wojin got him and a bit of his interaction with him. People reply, we know what's gonna happen to you. David wants a party and you gotta tell him no! Defend your behind. Perform at your best. Don't defend it like Maguire, or else you'll be in danger. At this point, Jamin's scared, like, nah, he wouldn't. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Should I change the passcode to the house? I'm scared. So Wojin meets Songo at the cafe and realizes that Songo further misunderstood him and thought he owes him 400k. But Wojin, instead of correcting this, uses it to his advantage. They come to an agreement where Songo will be his manager and form a party with him. He will pay back his debt with the shares he earns from the dungeon. And Wojin is like, this guy could have taken back his 36k, but wants to be a servant. What a weird guy. The next day, Jamin wakes up in his bed, checks his body, and he's like, oh, I'm safe. He didn't get hit from the back. And he sees Wojin sleeping on the blanket on the floor, suffering from some evil spirits. And basically, as he's a necromancer, he suffers from the spirits of the people that he, Kamehameha, as you could say. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I've got another video that'll be coming out in the next, I don't know. I think at this point, I would have already made my schedule, so you guys will know when it's coming out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.